decimals floating around on this one too, eh? Okay, it says a calling card has $20 worth of credit on it. It also gives us information about a call costing 15 cents per minute. And then it looks like one call is made, and after that call is made, it has $16.70 left on the card. Okay, I think we can do this. So the amount of money on the card initially was $20. That's the beginning amount. When you make a call, it costs an amount of money, so we're going to lose some of the value from the card, and therefore I'm going to subtract. How much am I going to subtract? Well, it looks like the calls cost 15 cents. So remember, in dollars that would be a 0.15, but that's per minute. So I'm going to insert a variable here because I don't know how long the phone call was. In fact, that's the goal of the problem, right? How long was the phone call? So insert a variable here. I'll use T to represent number of minutes that I'm talking on the phone. And once I do that, apparently I'm supposed to get how much money's left over, which appears to be $16.70. So 16.70. But after doing that little bit of work with the translation, now we're in the situation where we have a algebra problem. So I can do this much more simply. So now subtract 20 from both sides, allowing the 20s to cancel out, and we have negative 0.15t equals 1670 minus 20, which would be negative 3.3, and then we will divide negative 0.15 from both sides, negative 0.15, so that way I can cancel out these pieces, and it looks like I'm left over with a t equals negative 3.3 divided by negative 0.15, and that's 22. So the final answer to this problem would be, how long was the phone call? 22 minutes. Okay? So why don't you try one on your own? Pause the video and see if you can do this problem. Assuming you gave it a shot here, it says a moving company charges $40 to rent a truck, plus it charges an additional, an additional 35 cents per mile for driving the truck. When the truck was finally returned, the total came to be $54.70. Okay, so two things go into renting this truck. One is the base cost, which is apparently $40. Then there's additional cost per mile. How much additional per mile? 35 cents. So I'm going to go plus 0.35, and we'll put D here. D for distance, number of miles. So for us, D represents number of miles. I was just inspired by the word distance is what gave me the D. And that's going to be equal to a total amount of money, which is $54.70. Okay, algebra land. Subtract 40 from both sides of the equation to leave us on the left with 0.35d, and on the right with 14.7. Then divide by 0.35, which is going to yield d equals 14.7 divided by 0.35, looks like 42. So how far was the truck driven? The truck was driven 42 miles.